Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the RAD cast. I'm Andrew Dimalanta. My friends call me Rogue Leader.
I'm Nicki Dimalanta, and everyone calls me Dimmy.
You sound tired.
I am tired.
I am too.
I'm also trying to absolutely contrast your radio voice.
Why? You don't like my radio voice?
No.
What's wrong with it?
It's not your voice.
I know.
It's weird.
I start the episodes off like it, and then
you just stop.
It stops in the middle.
Hello, everybody.
And then at the end, when I get it. But you just got to get past the beginning and then you get to my regular voice.
Doofus.
Anyways, so 6th episode of the Radcast, and I think we got a special one because, we're not talking about aliens and ghosts like we always tease like we are. Maybe one day we will.
What's wrong with us?
I don't know. But we got a doozy one because this one, it wasn't last week. It was the week before, right? Or last week. Was it last week?
Last week. Yeah, I think it was last week.
It was last week.
I don't fucking know what time it is anymore.
But
I think it was last week.
Yeah, but we had a bat stuck in our porch.
Yeah. It was last. Wait. Yeah. No. It was the week. It doesn't.
I think it was last week.
Yeah. Something like that.
But that was wild. Because I woke up, and you had left me a note with our marker boards from the Schmodown.
Yeah, because I was gonna text you, and I remembered how not good at texting you are. And sometimes
also I spent the night in our daughter's room. My phone wasn't near me, so. And
sometimes because we use a certain texting app that it'll tell you if the person has opened it or not. And there are times when I'll text Andrew and hours will go by before he even looks at the text. I'm like, oh, cool, great.
My phone's not near me.
I'm so glad that
I am
communication is at our fingertips.
I am terrible at texting though.
Yes. Yes, you are. So I was like, how can I make sure that he gets this message in his fucking face? So what happened? What had happened was, and okay, something else led into this. What had happened? So what had happened was, what had happened was 2 weeks ago or whenever it was, backing it up further. Our doofus dog ate something that she wasn't supposed to eat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I will spare you the gory details of what she ate. Just know that it's gross and she should not have eaten it. And she's a gross dog.
And it could have wreaked havoc on her system.
It could have not been good.
Yeah.
And I freaked out when I figured she ate it. And I called the vet and I was like, oh my God, my dog ate a so-and-so.
Put your guesses in the comments too.
What?
We'll say yes or no.
So dumb. This dog is such a doofus.
Yeah.
But I freaked out because I love this dog.
Yeah.
She makes me so damn happy.
You love her more than I do, but
yeah, that's for sure. I'm a dog person through and through. Dogs are little furry angels put on earth.
They are. And we do not deserve them.
My dog is a doofus. Our dog is a doofus, but she is no exception. She's a little fur angel and I love her.
She's very good for her daughter, so.
She is. She's a doofus sometimes, but she's wonderful and I love her to pieces. Anyway, she ate something fucking stupid. And I was freaking out. I'm calling the vet, and it was a Saturday. And we were supposed to go to a friend's house that day.
That's right. We were
really, really, really
so
looking
psyched
forward to it. We had a babysitter lined up, the whole nine. We were ready, excited to see friends we hadn't seen in person in some time. That morning, fucking 7 or 8 a.m. sharp, dog ate stupid thing. I wait for the vet to open. I'm like, my dog ate a stupid thing. What do? I start sobbing on the phone with the vet, and she's like, it's okay.
Dogs are
She
stupid.
literally said dogs are gross. And they do this all the time. And so she talked to the vet and she was like, based on your dog's size, because she's 41 pounds. She's like, I don't think it's going to be, the doctor didn't seem too alarmed.
Just keep your eye on her.
Just keep your eye on her and wait for her to shit it out. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we got to skip this now.
Now it's the waiting game.
Yeah.
And I got to keep observation on this dog because she goes, if anything changes in her behavior, bring her right in, actually bring her to the emergency vet because they were booked solid that day. And they were only open till noon because it was Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Dogs only get sick on the weekends and holidays for some reason. At least all of my dogs in the past.
Yeah.
And so.
And hurricanes.
Oh, God. And so, yeah, I was like, oh my God, now we can't go to our friend's thing because.
We have to watch her.
I'm not going to have fun. We have to watch her. I'm not going to put that on my mom. Hey, watch my kid and my dog who just ate something stupid. And if she starts acting weird, you're going to have to fucking, I don't know.
You have to deal with it now.
So we went, you know what? We can't. We just can't. And so we stopped. We didn't go to our friend's thing, which sucked.
I was so looking forward to it.
But I know we'll have another one, hopefully when it's a little cooler outside anyway.
Yeah.
But so we had to forego that.
Halloween, maybe.
And yeah, who knows? Maybe it'll be not quite so ball melting.
He
hot
listens to
outside.
he listens to the show.
Does he?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you might as well just book it.
Hey, buddy, you know who you are.
Yeah.
I won't say names, but you know who you are.
Or our other friends might have them.
Whoops, all berries. Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll have one. I don't know. We'll do it, especially when it gets cooler outside. I'm not going to just fucking melt the minute I walk outside. Anyways, fast forward to the next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
No, it was the following couple days. I think
you're right, because it was
on that Monday because you went into work.
Oh my God, I forgot what we were talking about. Okay,
yeah.
Yes, you're right. I jumped ahead to something else. I did. I don't know what time it is. So yeah, a couple days late. It was like a day or two later. Mm-hmm. It was that Monday or whatever. And she still hadn't pooped it out. Mm-hmm. Well, no. Okay, so the night before Monday, Sunday night, getting ready for bed and take the dog outside. She does her little tinkies and we come inside, get ready for bed, lock up, alarm on. And then she's like, It's like, dog, we just fucking took you outside. What? And usually when she gets like that, it's like, all right, maybe she's got shit. So you took her outside. You came back in a couple minutes later. You're like, she did it.
Yeah.
Shit. And I'm like, okay, let's go outside with a flashlight and sift through that poop. And so that's exactly what the fuck I did. Yeah. So we went outside, flashlight. I put a plastic bag on my hand.
Doggy bag. We didn't do bare hand.
Do a bare hand. I'm not an animal. So yeah, I was like, okay.
I don't love my dog that much.
I'm like, okay, there it is. And so I went, okay, I feel so much better. Now I can go to sleep and I don't have to worry. She finally shat it out.
Yeah.
And in the hubbub of coming inside and finding that and going, oh thank God, we forgot to close the porch door. Mm-hmm. We left it propped open.
Yeah.
Whatever. We come in, we lock up again, alarm on, go to sleep. The next morning, I'm getting ready for work. You and the baby are still in bed. And I take the dog out for her morning pee-pees. Mm-hmm. And as we walk into the porch, something flies by me, or she starts sniffing something, and then it flies past us. I'm like, oh God, a fucking bird got in here. And then like, I look up where it landed, and I'm like, oh,
that's not a bird.
Oh no. That's a fucking bat. Like, excuse me, what? We have those?
Yeah, and let's be very clear. You lived in Florida your whole life.
All 33 years of my life.
I've been in Florida since 1993. Mm-hmm. I've never seen a bat.
I've maybe seen a bat at the zoo, but I've never seen a bat in the wild in my porch.
Yeah. And we have other animal stories that we will eventually get to after we tell this story.
I lived in the woods growing up, so we got animal stories out the
garden.
Butt. Yeah. Oh yeah, those are good stories too. Yeah. But yeah, no, a fucking bat. And I freaked out. And I'm like, go pee. And then I rush the dog back inside. I rush myself back inside and I close the door and I just kind of stand there and stare at this fucking bat for a couple minutes. I'm like, what do I do? Yeah. I can't do anything right now. I gotta get to work. Yeah. And so back to the beginning of this whole tale. How am I going to get Andrew to know? If I text him, he's not going to see it.
Because it wasn't a ginormous bat. It was like
too late.
It's about maybe the size of
of your hand.
It was like a hamster. It was like a hamster.
Size of your palm.
Yeah.
Ish. A little smaller.
Yeah.
You know. And then
regardless, it's a fucking bat.
It's a bat. And it's still like bats, rabies. I don't know.
Yeah. They're flying rodents.
No thanks.
Yeah.
And so, I grabbed a whiteboard that we usually use for the schmodown. And I wish I took a picture of it. I wrote, there's a fucking bat on the porch.
Bat was in all caps, underlined and bolded with several passes. It's like, a bat? Whoa, what?
Like, please be careful. There's a fucking bat on the porch. I don't know if it's still there. I left the door open thinking it would maybe find its way out. Fast forward through the day. I get home, 4:30, whatever. Bat's still there. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what do we do? I look up like, we call animal control. They're like, we don't do that, stupid. Yeah. We do like cats and dogs.
Yeah, like the community center.
Yeah,
like
call the fucking bat exterminator.
Yeah, it's like I didn't want to do that because I didn't want like some dude to show up and like just literally grab it out and then throw it out.
That'll be $200.
$200, please. It's like I could have done that, but I'm too much of a pussy to do it.
Well, funny you should say that.
No, because I tried to get it out during the day. Well, because I went out and our daughter was looking at me. Thank God she was like curious because we have this adorable like fucking video.
Oh my God, it's so
of
cute.
her. I was like, oh, what's that? It's a bat. She's like, oh, a bat. Flap wings and fly. She ran away.
And she like flapped her little wings, acting like a bat. It was very cute.
Yeah, it was very cute. But like, I tried like waving at it with the broom,
shushing it with a broom.
Shushing it with a broom. It didn't move. And this sounds mean. But I was like, I got to get this bat out of here because I don't want, like,
I don't want it to bite me or my dog.
Yeah, I got to take my dog. I ended up taking the dog out in the front yard with a leash we've never done before. So, what I ended up doing was getting the hose and I sprayed it and it fell.
That made me sad.
It did. I felt bad doing it because, you know, I don't want to kill this thing. I just want to get it out on my porch.
Yeah, I don't want to scare it either. I just don't want it here.
So I sprayed it. It fell and it flew and it kept going near the door, but then going up and it ended up on the wall next to the screen and it stayed there for the rest of the day. I'm like, well, I have to wait till Nicki gets home because I can't.
You can't do this alone.
I was out there for like maybe like 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and our daughter was watching me the entire time as she did. So I had complete eyes on her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, God, motherfucker, just leave. And I was like, why don't we just go? And I'm like, oh, wait, bats are nocturnal.
So yeah, he like nestled into a corner and slept for most of the day.
Yeah, he was just there the entire day.
And I got a really cute picture of him. He looks so fluffy, and his little ears were so cute. I got really close to him, like stupid close.
Yeah.
But he was sleeping, so it was
he
fine.
was sleeping.
And so yeah, when I got home, I'm like, what the hell did we do? And so my mom, I tell my mom about it. She's like, bats don't like peppermint, and they don't like something else. Yeah, light and something else. I'm like, I don't have peppermint. And I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, I do. I have like peppermint essential oil. But what am I going to do? Like put a perimeter of it around the porch? I don't want to trap him in the porch with my like peppermint force field.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? So we waited for it to get dark because we're like, okay, that's when his day starts, right?
Yeah.
So we waited for it to get dark. And then Andrew got one of his like professional lighting equipment lights.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, well, maybe if we shine the light, he'll be like, ugh, and he'll try to get away from it.
Yeah. And I spent a good like 8 minutes.
Yep.
I attached it up at the end of like a broomstick. And I shoved it in his face. It worked for a couple of seconds. It kept flying around our porch.
He just kept doing laps.
And he get so close to the door. I'm like, dude, freedom, fly.
Get out.
So like that was a good 10 minutes of me. And I was like, you know what? We have to get him out. I got the hose out again.
Yeah.
Sprayed him. And I actually got him on the corner on the floor.
You did. I think that was the
turning point.
The turning point.
Yeah.
You did. And then I felt bad. And I got a little misty eyed and I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I know. Because we don't want to
hurt
kill
him
this
and
thing.
scare him. I'm like, let's stop doing that. There's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
So I had the bright idea.
Yeah, we were like, we need a net.
Yeah. I was like, if only we had a net, like a fishing net or something. I text my mom, like, do you guys have a fucking net? She's like, no.
I'm pretty sure our neighbor does because
he probably does. He seems like he would.
Yeah, but it was late and we didn't want to like, because it was close to like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it was late. It was dark.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to bed for sure, but I also didn't want a bat in my porch.
Yeah.
So I was like, God, if only we had a net, because I bet that's what a bat wrangler would have, right? Yeah. That or big gloves, like he's a falconer or something.
Yeah,
they probably
have gloves.
nets.
So, they have nets and gloves.
Yeah, gloves so they don't bite them and claw them. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not a bat expert. Feel like one now.
Watch it be like bat wranglers. It's like that fucking that one chick on TikTok, the bee wrangler.
Oh my god, she
posted a new video. I want to like post it.
It's mesmerizing. Watching her.
I was like, this chick has bigger balls than I do. Like, holy shit.
People are like, how many times have you been fucking stung? She's like, oh, a lot. I'm like,
I haven't been stung ever.
Knock on wood, same.
I don't know if I'm allergic or not. So
my grandma was allergic, so who knows?
You probably are too.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to bats. So I was like, yeah, I wish we had a net. And I remember saying to you at one point earlier in the day, like, our daughter, we bought a bath toy set for her that had little fishies and little like hooks and a fishing pole, and it came with a tiny baby-sized fishing net. And it was like
just big enough
for a baby, right? Just big enough to catch bath toys.
Just big enough to catch this fucking bat.
It was the net. The opening of this net was probably the size of
a grapefruit.
A big grapefruit.
Like a healthy grapefruit.
A healthy grapefruit. Yeah. And it's lime green, tiny net. Mm-hmm. You could probably fit a nice fat ass grapefruit in it. And so I was like, okay, I'm fucking over this. We got to do something. We got to get this bat out of here. Yeah. I don't want to wake up another day and have to pay somebody to get this bat out of here. Mm-hmm. So I ran inside, went to the bathtub, I got the net. And so I run back outside.
It's only got a handle that's like 3 inches long.
It's not. It's a handle that's just big enough to fit in my palm and not extend any further. Like it was a tiny net. And so I go back into the porch like I'm some big balls. I'm about to fucking catch this bat. I go back into the porch. I take 2 steps towards it and I'm like, I can't do
He's
this.
on the floor at this point.
Yeah, because I'm like, if I could just get it around him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't bring myself to get that close to him. What if he bites me? Yeah. What if he's got rabies?
And he started climbing up the wall because like he wanted to get up, because bats like to be high. And like, it's like, dude, man, just fucking walk out the door. What are you doing?
Out, you dummy.
Yeah.
So I went, okay, listen, here's what we're going to do, babe. We got this. We got the broom.
Mm-hmm.
We got some duct tape out here by pure chance. Let's duct tape this tiny baby net to the end of his broom. And that's exactly what the fuck we did.
Yeah.
So we duct taped this baby net to the end of the broom, real, many, many times around.
Not enough to keep it on for
a bat.
Yeah.
For a tiny little adolescent bat. And so we did it, and he's climbing up the wall, and I'm like, okay.
This is our chance.
This is it. He's climbing up. He's not in the corner because he kept being in the corner. I'm like, I need a flat surface to wrangle you.
Yeah.
And so finally he climbed up, and I was like, all right, now or never, bitch. Talking to myself. All right, bitch. Now or never. And so he climbs up. I go, yeah. And
we get him.
Oh, no, wait. The first time we did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We tried it one time first. No. Okay, no. I said, okay, bitch, here we go. And I put it flat against the wall, and he's in my net.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
All right, what do we do now? So I'm like, all right, here we go. So I grab it from you.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, we got to try to shimmy him in it.
Yeah.
So I go to like shake it underneath him, and like he lets go of the wall, but he's not in the net. And then it looks like he's gonna fly. I'm like, oh fuck! And we drop it.
We both instantly pee our pants and scream like little girlies and like run out of the porch into the backyard like.
Luckily, this is pure luck.
His little bat claws.
His bat claws got stuck on the netting, and
luckily,
and we see him trying to escape.
So he was still in the net, or at least attached.
He was attached to the net, so we're like, "Ooh, this is our chance.
We got to move quick."
I picked it up and I'm like, move, because like you were right behind me. I'm like,
all right, move.
And what we do, you get right behind me.
You just like javelin through it.
Yeah, I took the net. He's still on it, and I threw it out into the backyard, and we closed the door really quick.
I'm like, okay, listen. He was smart enough to get in here. He's smart enough to let go of the net and fly away. Yeah. And I was like, okay, listen, we're just going to leave it there. We're not going to wait for him to fly away. We'll just look in the morning when it's daylight.
Yeah. But I did see him get out of the net and crawl into the grass. So I was like, he's off the net.
He'll fly away.
He's just going to get hungry.
Yeah, he's been eating all day.
He's been sleeping all day. He's been stuck on this porch.
A fucking fly that was in our porch all day?
This asshole's been spraying with the hose all day long.
Sure.
What an idiot.
Man.
He's out of the porch. He's out of the net. He was in the grass. I was like, all right, he's going to fly away.
Yeah.
We went to bed.
He was gone in the morning.
He was gone in the morning.
We named him Bruce.
Obviously.
Obligatory bat name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, ladies? So, yeah, we woke up the next morning. He's gone. And I'm like, wow, what a weird start to my week. And then that week did end up being weird.
Yeah.
So it was just like a precursor. It's like, okay, well, I started out catching a bat. How much weirder can this week get? So yeah, that was a first.
Yeah.
Cross that off the bucket list.
Never seen a bat in all my years living here. I've been in Florida longer than I haven't been. I've lived in Florida longer than I haven't lived in Florida. So
You're like an honorary.
I am a Floridian. That's like the best of role.
Sorry.
Yeah. But have never seen a bat.
No, it was cute, but I also didn't want to be that close to it.
I don't want to.
No.
It's probably harmless.
Probably,
it's
but
probably
I don't
a fruit bat.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of other stories like that made me think of the time a hawk got stuck in my parents. This is when I lived in Tampa. Was it? I think it was my freshman year of college when I still lived in Tampa. We had a pool with a big screen enclosure that was as tall as our house, and no, it was after one of the hurricanes that blew on the top screens out. And my neighbor knocks on the door. He goes, "Hey, you got a hawk stuck in your screen." I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?" It's like, "Yeah, there's a hawk. He's trying to get out. You didn't see him?" Like
mind your own business, neighbor.
It's like, no, I've been trying. Nah, it's like I've been in the other room all day. I haven't been anywhere near our backyard or right near the pool. And he's like, "Yeah, there's a hawk stuck in there." I'm like, well, shit. I go look in, and this hawk is flying around.
Shooting.
He keeps hitting every other panel that isn't open. I'm like, you are a fucking idiot.
Just like this bat.
Yeah. And he eventually tires out, and he's sitting like on the patio, and I'm like, how do I get this hawk out of here? So I open the door, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, freedom, go!" And obviously he doesn't go. So I'm like,
"Are you home alone?"
I'm home alone. There's nobody else.
How old are you?
I am 19, 20 years old.
Okay.
So I'm not a dumb idiot.
A chronological adult, at least.
Yeah, but I'm still a dumb kid.
Yeah, Yeah.
I have no idea how to get this hawk out of here.
I mean, I'm in my 30s. I wouldn't know how to get a hawk out unless I had a baby net.
Animal
attached to a broom.
Duct tape to a
Depends on how big the hawk is.
Dude, no, this guy was huge. He was the size, he had to be at least 30 pounds.
Oh, man,
he was big.
You need to have a net built for like a 10-year-old.
Yeah,
then.
no, I'm like, I'm not a stupid teenager, but I'm still a dumb kid.
Yeah.
Animal control never crossed my mind. So I was like, I have to get this thing out of here by myself. So I was like, what do I do? And I was like, oh, I've owned several birds before. I know if you put something underneath their belly,
they'll step on
it. I was like, oh yeah. So instinctually they step on it. So like we had the pull broom. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get the pull broom under this.
Oh my God.
So I get it underneath him, and the screen door is open. So like I can shush him out if I have to. So I get him to stand on the room like, yes. That's as far as I thought. I was like, oh no, what do I do? So I was like, all right, I have to get him out. So I start easing him towards the door. And as I start doing that, he does not like this at all. He looks at me dead in my face, and his feathers start going up.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, please don't claw my face. Please don't claw my face. Please don't claw my face.
They got like really sharp.
Oh yeah, no.
Like talons, claws.
He was not a small bird. This was like this guy would have eaten my face off in self-defense if he had to. And so luckily, that's all he did. His feathers just got all curled
got a little
up.
prickly.
Yeah, he got a little prickly. And then I finally get out the door and I shake him off and he flies away. I'm like, oh my God. That was an experience. Like, it's like, God, his talons were, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got lots of wild animal stories.
Yeah, because you lived at the end of a dirt road, surrounded by woods. I called your house the secret garden.
Yep. We lived at the end of a dead end dirt road, surrounded by woods, couldn't see the closest house. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Not to see your neighbors. Yeah, that's cool.
It was cool because people can suck.
Yeah.
So,
They continue to. Yeah.
And if we wanted to go trick-or-treating, we either went to a friend's neighborhood or we went to the mall.
Which is like the safest way to do. Yeah. Surrounded by a bunch of people.
And I went to school with a bunch of rich kids. So they lived in like these gated communities where they gave out some bomb candy. You know what I'm saying?
King-size bars.
Yeah, they gave out full-size candy bars. I'm like, sure. Come home with the spoils of victory. You know? All the benefits without paying out the ass to live in that community.
All right. Private school kids. Woo!
But yeah, no, living in that, I don't know, woodsy of an area, there was all sorts of creepy crawlies, animals. I mean, I feel like I would need to like write down a list of all the different animals we've had issues with. Like there was bobcats, wild boars.
Yeah, I remember going to your house one weekend to visit your parents. It's like, yeah, we have a boar problem. Like, a boar problem?
Yeah, because we used to walk, this path behind our house, and it was a very woodsy path. You know, it was
was like the
woods on either side of this dirt walking path.
Yeah, the car tracks.
Yeah, just car tracks. And we were walking one day, and I think I was walking. It was me and my mom, maybe my brother. I don't remember, but I just remember one day we were walking and we look up ahead and there's like 2 or 3 boars just blocking our path. And we're like, oh no, probably shouldn't keep going that way.
I never realized Florida had wild boars.
I didn't until that day.
Gators are the thing that everybody knows about.
And we never saw that because it wasn't swampy enough, I guess.
Yeah, I have stories with gators though.
Yeah, no. And like snakes, like I only ever saw one rattlesnake, but one of my dogs had a standoff with a rattlesnake. It was terrifying. Yeah. That was Miss Missy, my little
love that
my
dog.
Gorgeous little German Shepherd girl.
That was the best dog ever.
May she rest in peace. Taken from us way too soon
by a wasp. Well, it wasn't the wasp.
It was a stupid veterinarian.
Yeah, it was the meds that were given to her to fight the infection.
But I remember one day she and I were outside and we're at the back of the house somewhere and I hear this weird sound and I'm like, what the hell is that? I come around the corner and I see Missy and she looks, what a dog looks like when they get like,
oh, really attentive.
Like they're about to, they're getting
get ready to pounce and
they're
defense mode, attack mode.
They're getting braced to pounce or something like strike. And she's doing that like slow moving kind of, I'm about to.
Shoulders up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I like look a little bit past her and the weird sound was coming from a rattlesnake. It was all coiled up, shaking its little rattle. And I first of all, shit myself. And then I was like kind of close enough to where I went, oh my God, fight or flight. And Missy was probably, I don't know, 45, 50 pounds?
She was 45.
Ish, somewhere around there, 45 pounds.
More around 45.
I blacked out and I just grabbed her, picked her up and sprinted to the house. It was, I don't know where the snake went, probably back in the woods. But luckily nobody got bit.
Yeah.
Because we had a snake infestation one time too.
Oh.
We had a rat infestation one time.
I
We had a
do not
bee
snakes.
infestation one time. Lots of armadillos that had met not too great of fates by being in our backyard. Bunnies. They were very cute. Turtles.
Oh, I wouldn't mind turtles.
Deer. Like they were cute animals and there were the animals that were like, ooh,
I think I remember seeing one deer in your backyard one time.
You probably did.
Yeah.
We saw a deer from time to time.
Mhm.
And it would be the kind of thing where like you'd wake up on a Saturday morning like, no, wake up and have some orange juice and look out the window and a family of deer. And they just looked at us and then hopped away into the, their home in the woods. So they were always cute.
Get eaten by an alligator.
No, I hope not. Or boars.
How many alligators in your entire life living in Florida? How many gators in the wild have you seen?
0 probably.
Are you serious?
I've eaten gator, but I've never seen
Yeah,
gator.
I've eaten gator too.
I mean, in captivity, but
Yeah.
I've never seen one in the wild. I don't think I have.
I mean, that's your badge of honor as a Floridian, man. You
Mm.
saw a gator in the wild and you ate a gator. in the
No, I
wild.
don't think
Florida. Woo!
Woo! I don't think I've ever seen one in person, but in
I
our
got some gator stories,
one of our
man.
friend trips to our big friend trip to Okeechobee, we
Mhm.
definitely ate some gator tail.
Gator
You know what I'm
tail.
saying?
That was good
Little
too.
gator niblets.
Off the Yeehaw Junction.
Oh yeah, we had some froggy legs and some.
Those are good too.
Some alligator niblets.
Hell yeah. It was good. That was a good
Yeah,
weekend.
it wasn't so bad.
Yeah,
I
but
liked
like
it.
I remember when I first moved to Florida, me and my cousins, we would go to like the local like community center, and they had a little pond behind there, and we would fish, and this gator would not leave us alone. Kept eating our bait, kept eating the fish that we keep trying to get.
There's a gator there, and you didn't leave.
Because we were on like a raised platform,
Okay.
so there's no way it could have gotten us.
Gotcha. I was
So-
gonna say, excuse me.
No.
It was just
But
there
like,
the whole time.
Yeah, it
fucking
was,
with
no, it was
us.
there, but like it was about like 3 feet off. Or was it? No, actually, no, it was water level. So
Lord,
we
help
yeah.
us.
So,
I was just eating our bait the
but
whole
no,
time. It was
we were
just really
safe.
bothering us.
We were safe. There's no way this gator could have like jumped up and got us.
Okay.
It probably could, but it just it stuck around because it knew that we had fish,
Right.
and it kept eating our fish. And like, the guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but he knew us, and he's like, "What's wrong, boys?" It's like the gator keeps eating our fish. It's like we're not hicks or anything, but
Any Florida story just kind of,
yeah, it kind of
have to
morphs
use
into
that
it. But
voice.
like,
well, we're just fleeing the gators out here.
we're just feeding the gators.
Trying to go fishing. Gator keeps eating my bait.
What? Yeah, the guy comes out and he's like, "Oh no, don't worry, guys, I'll take care of it." The gator gets close enough, and then it wasn't like, because I've seen gators that are 6 feet.
Oh yeah.
But this thing was like at least 3 feet long. It wasn't
little
a
baby.
it wasn't a baby, but it wasn't like
a teen
Yeah.
gator.
yeah, but like he's like, "Oh, don't worry, guys, I'll take care of it. I'll get rid of him." He gets close enough to like of a shovel length,
Oh my god.
and I say shovel for a reason
oh no.
because he had a shovel.
Oh boy.
And I don't know why this sticks in my head, but he got close enough, and he smacks this thing on the head.
What, like it's an arcade game where you're trying to smack it
Yeah.
with a hammer?
He didn't hurt it or kill it,
Well, I'm sure he heard it. If
He
you
heard
smacked
it.
with a hammer.
but it didn't kill it. But we saw him
Shovel.
swim away, and that's the last time we saw of him.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, okay. So he was, one, protecting kids from getting
I mean,
attacked by a gator.
All right, I'll give him a pass.
And 2, helping us go fishing out in the Florida sun.
Gotta catch my fish.
Gotta catch my fish.
Did you catch any fish at least?
We did. We caught like 2 fish,
All right,
and it was one of those it was a catch and release thing. We couldn't take him any home because obviously, but like we catch him and they throw him back. But we, kids trying to fish gators.
Just trying to
yeah.
have fun.
Mhm.
Raise hell, praise down.
This is the Tampa area. Like, there's that rule. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of it. Like, the further south you go,
The further north you go.
the further north you get.
Yeah.
And like Tampa, I don't know why the University of South Florida is in Tampa. That's not South Florida.
Yeah.
It's
I
closer.
mean, geographically it is, but
I mean,
kind of.
yeah. Tampa is so close to Central Florida that it really it's to the south of Central Florida.
So it is technically.
It is technically, but that's not Southern Florida.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, this is like the Tampa area. Like, but like the further north you get, the further south you get. That's how Florida works. Exactly. Like closer to like the Panhandle is more Alabama. And like where Gainesville is, that northern part where you get away from the Panhandle, but you're still north. That's more Georgia. Then further south you get, the more northern you get, because we don't have accents out here.
No, I feel like we just are devoid of accents.
Yeah, but like go a bit further north towards Gainesville, Tallahassee. Yeah, that's when you start to hear that stuff.
You gotta go to Alabama. Yeah, no. I don't think I've ever seen a gator in the wild.
That's wild, man.
I don't think so. My dad has. I remember he went like airboating one time.
See, there's the
airboating. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can only assume they saw a gator. I don't know for sure, actually. I don't know. But, that's a wild story.
You've been to my parents' house several times. There's those recession ponds that line the entrances of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like dead giveaway. If you just move to Florida, if you want to know if there's a gator in the pond or not, check around the perimeter.
Look for little eyes.
Look for birds.
Oh.
If there are birds on the shore, no gators.
True.
If there aren't any birds, you might want to be careful.
I thought it was something about like if it's dark outside and if you shine like a flashlight.
Those are bunnies.
Looking for eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it worked for gators.
No, those are bunnies.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I knew something about eyes twinkling in the
flash. No, because I think our buddy told us about it. Like they go bunny hunting.
No,
that's what it's from. You flash.
Which friend?
Alan.
He really? No.
Off the Yeehaw Junction. Is Okeechobee north of?
He's
Orlando?
lucky. He's lucky. I love him.
Yeah. He's a free spirit.
He is. Love him. Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, well, if it came from him, then I believe it.
Yeah,
because that's probably pretty true.
You flash that, and it's like basically what is that animal? The
meerkat.
Meerkat. The heads pop up. You see the eyes. Oh, they're there. Boom.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think there are any meerkats around here, though.
No, there's Africa.
Meerkat Manor around here.
Man.
I think the worst part about living where we lived was bugs.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't constant.
Oh, critters.
When they did come out, it was like, oh no.
Skaters.
And palmetto bugs.
Oh god. Yeah. Like I always confuse palmettos with cockroaches.
I think palmettos are just gigantic cockroaches.
That fly.
That fly. Yeah. Yeah, no. And I'm relatively certain that living in that house is the absolute root cause of my extreme arachnophobia.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know if this was the catalyst, but it was a catalyst.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Yeah.
I just remember
I can only imagine.
At one point, I was taking a shower and I felt something tickling my foot. And I was like washing my hair. And I'm like, it's just water bouncing off my foot. And I'm just like taking a shower, whatever. And then I looked down. It wasn't water. It was a big old wolf spider on my foot.
Oh
and
my
I
God.
promptly.
Do you remember how big it was? Too big.
Too big. Too big to be anywhere near, much less on me. I mean, it had to have been palm sized.
Oh yeah.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that was on my foot. I freaked. I'm getting all itchy. My foot just itched. Just thinking about it. Oh my God. I got to make sure.
Good thing we got a good bug guy.
God help me. But yeah, no, I freaked out, jumped out of the shower, probably still soapy. Lucky I got a towel around myself. My parents are lucky that even happened because I ran out into the living room. I'm like, and so I don't even know if I finished my shower that day. I don't know. Maybe I just wiped away the bubbles.
Suds on your hair.
Cried for the rest of the day.
You use your tears to wipe the stuff out of your hair.
So that's like my villain story of why I'm terrified of spiders, I guess.
My spiders are snakes. Nope.
I mean, I don't want to get close to a snake, but they don't. I can't even look at a spider.
I'm not that
without
bad.
getting the jeebies.
I'm not that bad. But I know
the giblies, if you will.
I know, like, because our friend their dad had a pet snake.
Yeah.
A boa constrictor. And we were there, we were all over there, and they're like, "Oh, you want to see my snake?" I'm like, "No, I'm good."
No, not his.
And he kept like, "Come on, Andrew, come see the boa constrictor." I'm like, "No, I'm good." He said, "You don't want to hold it?"
Where were we? Where?
This is in St. Pete.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, this is years ago.
That was a long time
This
ago.
is before we got married.
Damn.
Before we were engaged. Before any of us
we
were
went
engaged.
to his house?
Yeah, we went to his house. Remember?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were there for a day. Because, you know, my parents lived in Tampa. We was like, "Oh, hey, we're all going to be there this weekend. Why don't you come out and visit?" It's like, "Okay, cool."
I don't.
You don't remember that?
That's in a blind spot.
No, he is like, "Hey, yeah, come hold my
Oh, man.
my boa constrictor." I'm like, "No,
Not a euphemism.
I'm good.
Wow.
I'm totally good.
That's in a
Don't be
blind spot.
nasty."
I don't remember that. Yeah, no, I don't. I would never have a pet snake.
I do not get why people like small little boa constrictors, like, because like reptiles you can find into a small area, they'll stay that size.
Yeah.
But the bigger their confinement gets, the bigger they'll get. I do not get why people have large fucking snakes.
To where they outgrow their containment, and then it's like, okay, well now you got to surrender to a fucking zoo or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why have that?
I don't
Because
know.
I've heard too many stories of like, "Oh yeah, it loves me so much. Oh God, it's strangling me because it's hungry and it's too goddamn big for me to care for now." Like, why would you want that in your house?
Just giving me a hug.
He's just giving me a hug. It loves me so much. Like, no, it's trying to eat you, stupid.
Yeah, no.
I don't get snake. Like,
The only pet that we'll see what happens when our daughter gets older. I'm sorry.
You
You're
have
getting a real pet.
you have a dog. You already have a dog.
I'm not a gerbil person. I'm not a
No.
hamster. I'm not a turtle, or maybe a fish.
Fish,
Because
a fish is a nice little
they're-
responsibility for her.
Sure, they're low maintenance.
Mhm.
They don't really have a huge lifespan.
Not really.
You know.
Depending on what type you get.
It's a fucking fish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not getting.
We're not getting a bird. Birds
Not getting a
live
bird.
forever.
They're loud. They're annoying.
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything that needs to be in a little aquarium-y type thing. You know,
Mhm.
ferrets. Those are
Nope.
just noodle snakes.
Yeah. No.
You know, hairy noodle snakes.
Yeah. Your friend had one, and
They had two of them.
yeah, that's right.
And they would go everywhere
Yeah,
in the
they'd
apartment.
They'd get out and like bite like holes in their
and
desks.
like cords, I think.
Yeah, it's like, why?
I want an animal that I can like hug and smooch and cuddle on.
If not a dog, then a cat.
No,
but I'm
thanks.
allergic to cats.
Thank God, because I hate cats. So
We just lost 100 subscribers. Sorry.
sorry. I also have a villain origin story about why I don't like cats.
Oh.
So
Was it Booker?
yes.
Oh yeah.
So I think, as mentioned previously, family business.
Mhm.
At this business, I spent many a day in summer,
Mhm.
like just hanging around because it was my family's business. So I
Yeah.
was just like,
Summers mostly. Yeah.
yeah, I was that annoying grandkid of the owner that I would just.
I'm sure you were pleasant.
Well, oh no, I was pretty fun, you know, I think. But and everybody knew me, and I
Yeah.
don't know if they hated me, they didn't tell me. But there was a resident cat there, and his name was Booker, and he was this black and white cat, and he was a dick. And I just remember, like my mom, I feel like she very clearly remembers like a flash of a memory of like this open area of the
like a
office.
door.
Yeah, and she hears me like I don't think I'm screaming,
Mhm.
but I'm definitely
Running.
in distress.
Yeah.
And I run by, and she's like, "What the hell?" And like not too many steps behind me is the cat chasing me. And this cat, I can't tell you how many times this cat like bit me, scratched me, and I
Just didn't like you.
just didn't like me. And I always treated him nice. I don't mess with animals. I love animals.
Yeah.
I would never hurt an animal. And this cat just didn't fucking like me. And I just wanted to love him. Maybe it was because I was a kid. I don't know. I didn't touch his tail. Cats don't like it when you touch their tails.
I
don't
mean,
know.
cats especially are so like particular
I
about how
guess.
you touch them, and kids.
Yeah, don't touch their bellies. Don't touch their tails.
Yeah.
Those were always the cat rules I lived by.
Yeah.
Bellies and tails, off limits. Bellies for a dog. Yes, please.
Oh yes, please.
But yeah, no, this cat. And then as if that wasn't enough, you know, during my formative years, being attacked by that cat every summer. When we moved into that townhouse with
Oh,
my
yeah.
friends, Alan
Yeah.
had a cat named
Lucy.
Lucy. And it was short for Lucifer
a
because she
bobcat.
was a devil cat.
She had extra toes.
She had extra
No
toes.
tail.
I forget what kind of cat it was, but
It's like a bobcat. I don't know.
there
but
was some
it
kind
had
of
no
special
tail.
name.
Yeah.
And I just remember sleeping on the couch one day in the common area, the living room of the townhouse.
Yeah, fell asleep. Yeah.
I fell asleep on the couch, and the cat, I don't know if the cat was already there or jumped onto the couch with me, but I didn't wake up, oh, wow, what a nice, refreshing nap. I woke up because the cat slashed my face and woke me up by just slashing my face up. And I had this big scratch across my cheek, and you guys called me Scarface.
I did not take part in that.
You guys called me Scarface until it healed.
Don't include me then, Matt. It was the other guys.
Cats suck.
Yeah.
If you like cats, whatever, do you, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Dogs, 100%.
Dog family in the Dimalanta household.
Thank God you're not allergic to dogs, because then we'd have a problem.
Yeah, no, I'm allergic to
I'd be stuffing you full of Zyrtec or something every day and be like, well, sorry, bro. Love this dog.
At least one of us does.
I love
her.
She's a wonder
she
girl.
She can be a turd sometimes, but
she's a wonder girl.
I love her to death.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
My beautiful puppy.
Yeah. On that note, I think we had a pretty good episode. Talked a bunch of animals, getting into hijinks, being Floridians.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It still baffles me that you have never seen a gator.
I don't think I have. I mean, maybe.
We live near water right now. Maybe you'll see one.
Okay, you just sparked memory. Yes, I have.
Okay, good. Let's just say it's like, here's your Floridian card now.
I did. Okay, I'm a true Floridian now. No, you remember my grandparents' old house?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And how there was that lake in the middle of all the homes, and there was that island in the middle of the lake. There used to be like a gator that would sun himself there.
Oh, nice.
So yes, I have seen a gator in real life, and that's the only instance I can think of it. Boom. Is that gator that used to live in that lake?
So how long was it? Do you remember how big it was? I think because like the biggest gator that
5 feet.
5 feet?
5,
I think
6 feet.
The biggest skater that I've seen is 7.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm also really bad at judging things like that.
No, I think so. Let's take like 2 feet off of it. I think this one might be in a 5-footer. You're probably like a
maybe it was like 4 or 5, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember there was a gator that used to just like sun himself on that little island.
Yeah.
From time to time, and I did see him with my eyes. So I'm a Floridian.
Did see a 14-foot one, but that was at the zoo, so it kind of doesn't count.
Doesn't really count.
But yeah, I think like 6.
I've also seen a tiger at the zoo. That doesn't count.
5 to 6 is probably the largest I've seen out in the wild.
Yeah.
And I think that's the rule for our neighborhood. It was like, if you ever see one that's like around like 6 feet, you got to call like either the county.
Well, don't call animal control because they only do dogs and cats.
No, but you'd call the county. You have to alert them because like that's when it becomes a hazard for the neighborhood. So it's like then they have to transport it because animal it'll only get bigger. So they have to transport it somewhere.
And people are stupid and they'll try to mess with it or they'll try to move it.
Exactly. So it's like once it gets past 6 feet, you had to call the county or the city, and they.
Well, that's for the best. They get rid of it, hopefully safely, hopefully not fatally.
They wrangle it and they transport it to like the Everglades or something.
Because when left to our own devices, stupid people will mess with the animal. Then said animal will feel threatened, hurt them, and then said animal gets fucking killed.
Yeah.
Because we messed with it. So dumb. Hate people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably the best thing to do is to call the professionals, get them relocated so we don't fuck with them enough to kill them.
Yeah. And then mess up our ecosystem.
Yeah. Man,
anyways.
if I really, really reflected hard into myself, I should probably be like a vegan hippie activist.
At least a vegetarian.
I do love animals.
At the very least, a vegetarian.
At the very least. Yeah. If I really looked inside hard.
I remember like what was it, a couple of months ago, I was like, hey, let's try to stop eating so much red meat.
Yeah, that lasted for all of 30 minutes after the conversation. Because then like
I could never be a vegetarian.
That night you were like, ooh, yeah, let's have barbecue.
Let's go to Korean barbecue.
I'm like, oh, you with Beyond Meat burger meat? We're like, no,
actual meat. What are you, heathen? Are you a criminal?
Are you a criminal?
Stop drinking milk, Anthony. Oh boy, we can keep going. So I think we'll go ahead and end this here before we start going off on another tangent.
Yes,
like we always do. But
yes,
Nicki Dimalanta, where can they find you online? It's my radio voice again.
It's back.
It's back, baby.
Nicki Dimalanta, where can I find you?
Where can they find you?
Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at Dimmy, DIMMMYYY.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drew Dimalanta, DIMALANTA. On TikTok at Drew_Dimalanta. I have some. Yeah, I
got some bangers coming up.
I shared one of my ideas with you. I think you're like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oil.
So I think it's gonna be cool. It's probably the next one that I'm gonna put up on TikTok. So follow me over there.
Yeah.
And listen to this on audio form. Please follow the feed and rate us, please.
And if you're listening on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon in the lower right hand corner. See when we do things on YouTube.
You got a hot date? You trying to get out of here?
I gotta watch Star Wars.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the RAD Cast. See you next time, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.